How's it going, everybody? In this video, I have this entire box of cards right here. Oh, it's heavy. I'm weak. I'm not as strong as I used to be. And these are all common cards, and I want to go through them and make some popper decks, and I feel like that would be a fun starting point. I did look online for some cards that were good and stuff, but it's popper. I feel like it's fun to just build your own deck. I got a nice Jund deck I'm brewing up over here. This will be a video in the near future, just waiting for some cards to come in the mail. Maybe that video will be uploaded first, I'm not too sure, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, this video is going to be kind of like a podcast style video. We're going to sort some cards, going to talk about life, and yeah, that's basically it. So I guess today's video, I'm going to be talking about just some stuff in college that I've learned about life, and yeah, I mean, it's not really like I have all this mighty wisdom, because I absolutely don't, but definitely have some stories and stuff and things that I've just learned about life that maybe is true for most people, or definitely I guess it was true for me, and I guess it makes me live a happier life knowing this, I guess. But maybe not for everybody. I guess if anyone doesn't really want to stay for this entire video, then one of the main things, or the whole point of this video is going to be like what I learned in college, kind of in this lesson that I wanted to share, is that things don't, or your expectations are almost never reality. I guess that's the thing. Or if you expect too much, you'll always be disappointed. So if you expect nothing, you will always be happy, I guess. Not always be happy, but you'll always be excited by the results almost. And this kind of goes for like almost everything, like girls, grades, not even girls, just finding another mate or someone that you want to like have fun with, like sexually and stuff. But not even like that, just like grades, homework, friends, really like all this stuff. If you expect it to go a certain way in your head, it will almost never go that way, even if you do everything in your power to try to do that. And you will be disappointed. Not always, obviously. Sometimes things happen and they go the way that you plan them in your head, but I guess I'll share an example just because that seems to be, or that would seem to be, I guess, beneficial for me and the party listening. Werewolf, or my friend like werewolf. I guess when I was in college, it was like high school. I was like senior year. I had a girlfriend for I think 2 or 3 years, and we broke up. And then my expectations were like, wow, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna go to all these parties and have a lot of fun. Gonna get pretty good grades because I always got decent grades without ever studying, and it was gonna be a good time, you know. I'm not saying it was a bad time at all, but I like that card. But I'm just saying that my expectations were so high, I guess. Yeah, like grade wise, like sexually wise, and I guess I don't know, you know, like you don't know what you're gonna expect until it actually happens, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever been, just a quick example, I guess, if anyone's ever been to like the city or whatever, New York City. Go to New York City, you think it's gonna be like this crazy beautiful place, and it is beautiful from different points of views, but there's all this scummy stuff everywhere, and you walk around and all these people like staring at you, and it's kind of creepy and unwanted, I guess. But where was I going with this? I lose my train of thought really easily because I feel like I'm not explaining something very well, so then I have to backtrack. Anyway, I'll just keep talking. So yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to get like with a bunch of really beautiful girls and be friends. Basically, yeah, I'm incredibly introverted, I'm so introverted that I don't even like when I'm at work. I don't really eat lunch with anyone because I need that time to just regain energy by being introverted. So I guess I thought I was gonna become a little bit more extroverted, and that was gonna help me go to parties, meet a lot of people, and I don't know. But and then I basically faked being that kind of person because I wanted to fit in, I guess. Not even fit in because people were kind of, yeah, I guess everyone was kind of fake in the beginning because they're all trying to be someone they're not. And maybe you fake it long enough to until you actually become that person, but I couldn't do it. I don't know, too introverted, too, yeah, so where am I going with this? Sorry. So I wanted to, I guess, talk to a bunch of girls. I guess I'll use a more specific example this way. I don't keep going on tangents. I want to talk to like a bunch of girls, and in my head, before I would plan out the entire conversation multiple ways. Like everything that person would say, I would have a thing I would say in return, and then I would like it was basically a tree. Like I would start with this. There's 20 things that person would say. Then there's like 50 things, and after that point, I just couldn't like I would just wing it basically. But I felt like if I knew these certain routes of the way the conversation would flow, I would be more comfortable and less anxious talking to this person. So after like weeks of building up in my head how this conversation was gonna go, about how I was gonna ask this girl for her number or whatever it would be, I would finally do it, and I would start off not even at the first point because I don't know why. And this happened like I tried really hard to, I guess, put myself out there and talk to girls I thought were pretty and stuff like that. And I wasn't creepy about it. I feel like I was really respectful, but it was just it's not how it's not how it goes. Like I would go. I remember. I guess this is one story. I went up to a girl. I just said like, "Hey, I think you're really attractive, and I would love to get to know you better." And I was very like respectful. Like, I don't remember this conversation ever being like mean, but I wasn't interested. And I guess that's another thing too. I learned the setting of how you meet someone matters incredibly because like if you have someone in a class and you're in a group with that person, let's say, you're more likely to, I guess, know them naturally just because you're working with them, and so you just you just start talking to them. Like, it's just natural. You have to interact with them in some way or another. And if you just go up to some random person out of the blue and just be like, hey, even if you're respectful, even if it doesn't matter because it's just the setting is off and it's in just a random, like, you don't know what that person's thinking like in that moment. Like maybe they got a stomach ache or something, or you know. Hope that makes sense because that took me a while to actually figure out. Like, it literally doesn't matter, or it didn't matter how respectful, or even if you had a feeling this other person like liked you in some way or another, it doesn't matter because the setting is off. But yeah, I'm going really off tangent, and hopefully I'm not boring everyone because this is a. Oh, my car just fell. I'm a really bad storyteller, but I feel like I have not good stories to tell, but like I think about this all day, cause not all day, but I think like it keeps me awake at night. Like why didn't this happen like the way that in theory it should have happened? And it's like life isn't really about theory, you know. Even low, I mean, I don't even know. Low probable events might be the ones that have the highest. Oh yeah, I guess that's another thing with expectations. Like I'll tie it in. Like even though you plan all these things in your head how certain things are supposed to happen, they're probably not going to go that way, so don't expect it, I guess. I know once I started once I started once I started realizing that like even if you expect things to go a certain way and they're not, like it's like more freeing. Like if I go to some place, I expect nothing to happen, and that's not to be confused with like not wanting things to happen, or you know, it's not like a negative, like nihilistic thing. Like don't expect things to happen and don't be happy. It's just like don't have high. I guess that's the big thing. Don't have high expectations for something, or really anything, because when you expect nothing, then everything kind of is like when something happens, it just becomes more exciting, I guess. Yeah, and so once I started like realizing that, I just started expecting nothing when I would meet someone, even if they were like really attractive or something, or really nice, and I wouldn't think of it as anything else but this conversation. And if something else, if the conversation continued or whatever, great. But if it didn't, like if I never saw this person again, oh well, like it's life. You meet people, they go away, and I don't know. But that sounds more depressing, but it actually was more liberating in a way because I wasn't tied down to how I think other people thought of me and how I wanted other people to think of me and what I guess. Yeah, that's basically it actually. So whenever I walk into or not walk into someplace, whenever I like do something, I don't expect much to ever happen, and it's always fun when something happens because I didn't expect it. It's unexpected. I guess I see my cousin and uncle come visit every like once every couple of years or once every year or something. These are all once every year or whatever, and usually like we expect to like do a lot of fun stuff because we don't really see them that often and we want to spend time together. But this year we just hung out. We actually didn't do like anything, but I enjoyed myself because I didn't expect us to do anything to begin with. I just wanted to just spend time with them, and that's what we did. And I guess like my dad was kind of upset that we didn't do a lot of fun stuff because he was expecting too much and he didn't have a good time. But regardless, it was still a fun time. But I guess again, it's still perspective and expectations. I feel like I'm not making any sense talking, but I shall continue and try my best. I guess we can transition to like grades. Like I'm an engineering student, and my expectations for grades were kind of high. I'm not gonna say they were super high, but A is good, B is always good. Sometimes a C is okay. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't always work that way. You get some D's, sometimes you fail an exam, and you can't really let that drag you down. And it's like that kind of goes in with the expecting of the certain grades or let's say grade on an exam. If you're expecting like, oh wow, I did, the exams that I were like, wow, I think I got like an A, probably a B plus. I did really well. Those are the ones I like. Even if I got like a C or a D, those are the ones that really hurt because I felt like I did better than I thought I did. And the exams where I was like, you know what, I probably didn't do that well. If I got like a C or D, whatever, and I get like a C, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't do that bad. So that's like the perspective thing again. Like how you think something's gonna happen is gonna affect how like it actually not actually happens, but when the results I guess finally come out, how you're gonna react to it. So now every single exam, obviously I tried my hardest. Did you go take the exam? I think I did all right. That's every single exam. That's exactly what I say. I think I did all right. Did I do amazing? I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get the grade back. And I'm never really, unless I fail the exam, like failure, I'm not like sad. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I got like a D plus. That kind of stinks. But you know what? Could have been a fail, or I could have failed it. So, and that is definitely like leads, or at least for me, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but that definitely helped me lead to like a happier life, like, or just happier college experience. Was just knowing that, hey, this exam I'm probably going to get a C or a D, but you know what? It's fine because life will continue to move on, and there's no point in being sad or over a number. I mean, obviously the number is important, but it's not like literally the universe is going to stop rotating or stop expanding. Yeah. But it's hard to, like, I guess, get in that mindset if you want to. It takes a lot, and I mean, even now, I'm not gonna say I'm perfect either, but definitely try. You're not try to be perfect. That's not possible, but try to not let things that you can't really control. Like, obviously, you can control what grade you're gonna get in a sense. Like, yeah, you can go and study all night, or study not all night. Idiots study at night. I'm not kidding. You can study at night, but I'm just saying, like, don't go. I never understood that too. People go like the library. Like, yeah, I was in the library all night studying from like 11 to like 6 a.m. Like, congrats, dude. You could have went to bed and probably performed better. It always triggered me. But I guess, like, that's another thing. Like, people are gonna do stupid shit. You just ignore it because, well, you're not them. Who cares? Okay, I'm going on a tangent now. I don't even remember where we started. Expectations. I guess that's the secret to, at least for me, that was the secret to living a little bit happier of a life. Don't expect anything. You don't expect anything. Everything becomes exciting. Not everything, obviously. You gotta, I mean, not everything, but I guess I'm probably gonna stop sorting these and start going through some of these cards because there's a good amount here. Kind of exhausting. I didn't know I had this many commons in here. Or uncommon, sorry. Yeah, so how long have we been going? 17 minutes about. I mean, it's I don't want to like make it seem like don't expect stuff again because you expect to kind of wake up, you expect to, do some stuff, but I'm just saying, like, don't go into like some scenario, or at least I don't go into scenarios expecting a lot of great things to happen because I know if they don't, I'll be disappointed. I know my like ex did that all the time. It was really tilting. I guess that's why I always expected high, or had high expectations too, is because she did, and we kind of just fed off each other. Like, we would go to some place, expect it to be really fun, do all these crazy things, like, or not crazy things, but just like, fun stuff, and then turns out it wasn't that fun, and or like we hit like too much traffic or something, just something stupid like that, and it's like kind of like ruins it because we were expecting so much to happen, and it's like, oh, we just wasted a whole day thinking we had fun when we didn't. It's definitely, I feel like that's definitely, not definitely, but like a social media thing too. You see all these people going to some place, they're having so much fun. It's like, whoa, bro, I want to go. So much fun, bro. And then you do it, and it's like, wow, that wasn't that much fun. It was like, yeah, because social media makes things seem a little bit different than how they are, and that's because, I mean, that's the whole kind of point of it, I guess. You want to get people to watch your content and stuff in hopes that, think twice, in hopes that they want to make us envy you, or they want to be you. I think that's envy. Yeah. Now, don't have high expectations. I remember actually for my birthday. Is it my birthday? I don't know. Maybe my birthday. We went out to some really nice place to eat, and the service was fucking trash. That was the only place I've ever went that I left a nasty review because I was actually upset. Like I just wanted to have like a nice food with my family, and we were there for like 3 hours. We had like just it was the food was not even good. I was like, are you kidding me? The place was like a nice, like, really expensive place too. They like, I don't know, the whole experience was very bad, and I didn't have high expectations going in, but my expectations or what happened was so far below my expectations that like it was actually just impossible. Like anyone would have been just been mad, but I couldn't imagine. Like I feel like I don't know, let's say my dad or something. They had high expectations of taking like the family out to eat, and this restaurant like ruins our night. And I will say I'm not gonna put the blame on any of us because that was literally the restaurant's fault. Like we had a reservation, there was no one there, and people started coming in, and it got crowded, and they back ordered our thing because we had like a party of like 8, and oh, what a bunch of assholes. Yeah, so that's that. But yeah, no matter what, you can't just have zero expectations or you have low expectations. That's I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Not zero expectations, because then it's like, what's the point of doing anything? You know, don't expect anything. I'm tired. This is actually pretty exhausting. I only got 1,000 cards in, or no, is it 1,250 cards? About more than that, maybe. I was gonna go through the actual cards and see if I wanted to add them to a deck, but I realized if I did that, then I would not be able to talk because I'm not that good at. I'm a good multitasker, but I'm not good at talking. That's the issue. As you can probably tell from this video. That's like another thing too, even though like people probably aren't gonna watch this or even get this far in this video. Why did I put these here? What the heck? Wait, what? Yeah, even though people probably aren't gonna watch this video or even get this far, it still helps with like conversation skills, and I'm pretty sure I haven't said that often. That was a big thing. You should be like I mean, maybe I have said but I can't notice it anymore, or I can't notice it now at least. And it's just like little things that help in life. Just small like this would kind of hopefully help my conversation skills in some form or another. Just trying to get your thoughts out, you know. Random common cards or uncommon, just singing, chilling in here. Got a lot of spicy cards I want to make some decks with. Yeah, I was hoping to make that Jund deck today, but it's not in the mail yet, or not here yet. Sad. Trying to think if there's anything else I kind of wanted to talk about before I end the video. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, but it's just, do I want to talk about it now, and how do you want to go about talking about it, or having a conversation about it? I guess this isn't a conversation, it's more like a speech or something, I don't know. Ooh, I like this card. Yeah. Maybe I'll just continue making a video and sorting, just trying to make some pauper decks or something. Hunting pack. It's kind of a cool card. When did I open Iconic Masters? I don't think I opened any, but I have cards from it, so. Oh, maybe I won it at some event thing or something? Yeah, it's gotta be it. There's no way I bought Iconic Masters. I mean, I would have, but I was thinking about actually buying or opening a box a while ago, or a while ago, I guess a couple months ago. well, I guess we could just wrap the video in thought really quick. I guess there's many things I've learned throughout high school and college. Kind of, I guess, you can't really teach it. Even me saying it now, it's not the same, I guess, as experiencing it for yourself. And it just there's some things you just, even if someone tells you flat out, like, yeah, like this I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things you just experience for yourself, and if you try it out, I don't know, I'm just mumbling now, but if you don't have high expectations, or if you lower your, yeah, I guess it's like a seesaw, I guess, or like a scale. You lower your expectations, the higher chance you will be happy or satisfied with the some event or something, just something. But if you increase your expectations, then you lower the chance that you'll be satisfied with the event or thing that occurred. But you can't slam one or the other on the ground because it's not good. I guess there isn't really a another word, or there definitely is. I just can't think of it. You don't want to have one just on the ground, but then you don't want to have, yeah. But you don't want to. I don't know. Yeah. I guess the way I want to live is I want to have low expectations and be satisfied. I don't want to expect a lot of shit to happen that probably has a low probability chance of happening and be disappointed. And maybe I'm not in the right boat. Maybe I'm in the lower probability boat, but I'm fine. Wait a minute, this card's insane. Enchant creature for 1 and a black. Enchant creature has a lifelink, and whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That's pretty good, jeez. Okay. Well, I guess thanks for watching. I'm not too sure. I do like talking because it definitely helps, I guess, me. But I also want to make content that people enjoy listening to and, I guess, watching. And sometimes there's a way we both can benefit from this. Like, I love opening boxes and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, this style of video I like. Even though I'm bad at it, I would like to get better and, just have a deep conversation where you can kind of just, at least I can just get stuff out, but hopefully it provides value for people in some form or another. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. I didn't sort that whole box. I didn't even get halfway. I got like 25%. No, I got like 35%. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you hopefully in my future videos, but if not, enjoy life. Thank you.